Okay, this is part 2, I guess, if you want to call it that. I didn't leave, I just stopped and pressed record again, split the video up. So anyway, that was the Chevy Chevette. Now I'll show you my little cousin's 68. I used to drive this too when I was in school. And it was always rusty like this, but actually the undercarriage is not too bad. Not too bad. Mostly surface rust. And for the year of it, I mean, it's a 68. That's not bad. That's fixable. Stuff like the wheel wells that would concern people, or the bed. And, you know, for what it is, it's pretty intact. You just had to put rockers in it. But I'll crank this up for you. I know this one will start. Okay. And this one has a choke. Pull the choke. Clutch in. And there we go. This has a straight 6. I think it's a 250. Straight 6. Base model pickup truck. Everything works. Chevrolet Division. I probably turned the choke down a little bit. Almost lost it. She wants choke, so we'll give her some choke. This one has 73,000 miles on it. And until it gets warmed up, she's a little fussy. Lost it. There we go. We'll just give her a lot of choke. Let's go take a peek at a 250 straight 6 with the original 1968 spark plug wires. Camaro guys, eat your heart out. Look at that monstrosity. Got the air pump system. Junk. Has a aluminum racing fan in it. The tower of power. I guess we did take the spark plug wires off of it. It had 68 wires. I think we saved them though. It's got the monojet pain in the butt carburetor. That took a while to get that thing right. Still ain't quite right. We put an HEI ignition on it instead of the old points. And I mean, there is a lot of room in here for something much bigger and better, like a 6.2 diesel. But for what it is, you gotta respect it. It runs good. A little rough, but it runs good. And how often do you hear that on today's cars? The thunk of steel. Should rev up here. Take the choke off. There we go. This one always ran a little fussy, but it's alright. Okay, I'll shut her down. I like the keys in the dash. It's neat. Especially when you gotta reach all the way over. 3-speed on the tree. Needs a little lubrication. Hasn't been used in a while. But you pull towards you and down, that's first. Go up, stick will pop in. And keep going up after it pops in, that's second. And then straight down is third. And then up to neutral. A little stiff. Pull towards you and up, and that's reverse. Pretty easy to drive. It's actually not that bad. People give you weird looks when you're shifting what looks like an automatic. It wasn't hard to figure out. This is all we ever had, was Corvairs and old trucks and stuff when I was a kid. So when you grew up around it, it's pretty easy to figure out. Yeah, here. I'm gonna put these on the tan burb one day here. I just got them at the junkyard. I'll have to make a video of that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's bald. And we went to the junkyard the next week, and there was another matching new tire. They're Futura GLS Super Sports. But hey, they're brand new and they're 60s, so they'll look nice. What else to show you? There's so much stuff. Oh, we have this Corvair hood that we got over one of the junkyards. And what makes it interesting is it just looks like a regular Corvair hood, but it's got the letters stamped out, the holes for the letters stamped out, but it did not have letters on the hood. Like maybe it was for, it could be a replacement hood, but our first guess was it may just be that it was a late model or a late year to when they were changing to letters on the hood, you know, from like 61, or it could have been a 63. I don't recall when they put the letters on the hood, but it may have been a, you know, early year, and they didn't get the letters on the hood yet, but they started making the hoods with the holes in it for the letters. If that makes any sense. But yeah. Oh, you know what? I'll show you the turbo. The Turbo LeBaron. Super off-roader. Junk. I was gonna put those on the Mazda at one time, and they just didn't look right. Uh-oh. GMC? What? Not a diesel. But we are putting a bumper on it from a diesel. Yukon GT. I'll show you this quick while I'm here. This has 211,000 on it. But actually runs good. Didn't pay a whole lot for it. It's 4-wheel drive, which is nice. Glow plugs. What happened? The battery dead? I believe the battery's dead. This was just on the road. Huh. Very odd. Yeah. Not having any good luck with dying batteries today. Here's the I think it's a 81 or 82 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. Spoiler. This has a Monte Carlo SS posi rear in it. Cannot read the data plate. This has 137,000 miles, but it does run. Let's see if I can get this one started. This one's carbureted, so. Gotta keep pumping the hell out of them. There we go. This one nice. It's got dual exhaust, Flowmasters, and a 307 Olds in it. I believe you could get a 350 in these, but I'll take a 307 Olds. Sounds nice. This one we got for $500. Go figure. It needs paint. Let's see if I can get that open. There it goes. That runs pretty good though. Air conditioning works. Little bitty air pump hose. Excel ignition. That's the way we bought it. But it runs good. And it's a posi. Can't go wrong with that. Had some fancy paint job on the back. A little bit of bubbles. Start. Rusty. Basically all this one needs is a paint job. This is ready to run and drive. This one here runs pretty good. Is it a Olds 5.7 diesel? No, it's just a smoky 307. They smoke a little bit when they don't run for a while. Okay. Now let's finally go to the turbo. It takes me forever because there's so many cars. Too many. You can never have enough. This is an 86. This was my pick for the old man. It's a Chrysler LeBaron GTS, which means it is equipped with a turbo, and to boot it has a 5-speed manual in it from the factory. GTS gauges. This one it just had the head gasket done on. It's got a 2.2 and the keys aren't in here. Darn it. It's gonna start it, but if you know what a 2.2 sounds like, K-car engine, you know what these sound like. But I'll show you the engine anyway. Oh, it even has a factory sunroof. And we have the original window sticker to this. Gentleman left it with the car for the turbo. Yeah, so it dumps water on the turbo, right? Turbo. A little dirty. I think it's even got matching spark plug wires to the paint. Wowzers. Optima battery. Yeah, because this is turbocharged, normally a 2.2 would have either a carburetor back here, right here, or a throttle body intake. But due to the fact that this was turbo, there's the little turbo back there. Due to that fact, it has multi-port fuel injection back here. So, it gives it a little bit more pep. But this one runs good too. I'd run it, but I don't have the keys right now. So, I'll have to show you that another day as far as running it. But this thing gets up in boogies for what it is. It's not like these newer cars. It's not a Subaru or anything, but I'll tell you what, for the year, I mean, this was a hot little car. And it looks like a grandma mobile because it's a 4-door, but hey, when you're blowing people's doors off that don't expect it, yes, And this one has 93,000 original miles. And I'll show you the window sticker. That's car show paraphernalia right here. I can find it without damaging it. Alright. Let's see what this costs. I'm not going to show you the keys because you still have those on there too. But, okay. Hard to see. It was sold at Jolly's Auto in Stroudsburg, which isn't far from here. So it's a relatively local car. It says 19 city and 28 highway. 5-speed manual trans, feedback fuel system, whatever that was. So actually, in 1986, this is what the people paid for it, I guess. $13,100 with all the options that this has. The sport handling, suspension, and blah blah blah, and this and that. 5-year, 50,000 mile. But someone actually paid that much for one of these. And the sad part was we got it for probably about the destination charge. We picked this up for about $500 because the transmission had seized up. The gentleman thought that fancy. Now, the gentleman thought that the transmission was something went in like a CV joint or something. Well, he failed to check the transmission fluid, which is pretty easy on these. There's a plug on the side. If fluid runs out, it's full. If it doesn't run out, you better top it off, and maybe you have a leak somewhere. And needless to say, he never checked it, and the transmission seized up on it. It locked up so tight that it broke the CV joint on this. Where's that damn plug? I mean, these aren't that bad to work on. If you turn the wheel out, you can see the plug right there, right up in here. I know it's not that easy, but there's a plug right here. Allen wrench, take it out. If it drips, it's full. If it's not, add a little bit, which is tricky, but really it's not that bad. This is just plastic. So we put another transmission in that we acquired off of Craigslist for $100. So all together, with time and stuff and the transmission, probably about 600 or close to 7 maybe, after everything was said and done. It's got the Shelby wheels on it, but pretty much after all that was fixed, we ran it for a while, and then the original head gasket went, which is totally normal on a 2.2. You can change them in about a day or two if you're really dedicated to it. We took our time, cleaned it up, fixed it again. Oh boy. Corvair Wild, I think I got a bad map sensor on my diesel. A little bit of soot on the bumper. But anyway, you can do the head gaskets on those in no time, lickety split. They're easy. And the Felpro ones are better because they put a copper water jacket in there. They usually blow out on toward the #1 cylinder side on the water jacket. Now this fan we picked up, looks like junk, for $200 from a school district. It was a school van. It's a Chrysler Town and Country 295. It's got all the fancy crap, leather, wood grain, and it's all-wheel drive, which is nice. It's 4-wheel drive. Here's the keys. So this is what $200 sounds like with 129,000 on it. Hasn't been running in a while, so never really fires right up. But regardless, runs good. Where's the oil pressure? Phew, almost all the way up. It's got a 3.8 gas guzzler V6. All-wheel drive works. Everything works on it. At the school there, they bumped into another truck and bent the fiberglass bumper here, and the hood and the headlight and the grill. So basically that's all this one needs to make it run. And I could use some paint because typical Chrysler paint peeling. But yeah, this one runs good and quiet. The ticking you're hearing is actually the injectors pulsating. It's a little hard to get used to, even on these newer Chevys. They do that a lot louder. But that's the only noise it makes, is those injectors ticking as they're kicking in and out. But other than that, I mean, this thing runs and drives. Probably even run on that flat tire it's got. Being that it's all-wheel drive. But yeah. That's the, I believe it's 95. Manufactured, I'm wrong, it's a 93. 8 of 92, so that's a 93. I thought it was a 95. Town and Country. We're in the country here. There's fire company and stuff. Mostly woods around us. It's nice. But well, that's pretty much it for now. I mean, let me know if you want to see any of the other vehicles, or any of the vehicles I showed you. If you want to see something on them in particular, just let me know. And I'll make a video soon of starting up the Chevette, and hopefully getting the damn gas Suburban started. I'll catch you guys later.